sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
All right, so we're diving deep into Inter Miami's preseason opener. You know, that game against Club America?
Yeah, the one where Messi scores his first goal of the year.
Exactly. It's nuts, but trust me, there's a lot more to this than just Messi going full Messi, even though there's plenty of that too. So,
well, you know, preseason games, they're kind of like those sneak peek trailers.
oh yeah,
They hint at the plot,
right.
but they always leave you wanting more, especially with a team like Miami this year. You know?
Tons of new face.
New faces, a new legendary manager in Mascherano.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So let's rewind to that Messi goal.
Okay.
The article talks about this beautiful combo play with Suarez and Alba.
Oh, yeah.
It gives me serious Barcelona flashbacks.
Totally. But here's what I find fascinating. Think about Messi's typical style, right?
Yeah.
All about those dazzling dribbling runs.
Yeah.
But this goal, a header off a cross,
Whoa.
could be a sign of how he's adapting to Mascherano's tactics,
Yeah.
maybe focusing more on off-ball movement, you know, aerial threats.
So you're saying even Messi has to switch things up? That's wild. And I guess it worked, right?
I mean,
Goal number 1 in the book?
goal number 1.
But Club America, they didn't just sit back and watch the show, did they?
No, not a chance. They fired back with 2 goals of their own.
Okay.
First, Henry Martin off a cross.
Mm-hmm.
Then early in the second half, Israel Reyes finds the net.
Yeah.
This is where those preseason vulnerabilities get exposed.
Right. Like, it's a reminder that even with all the superstars, you know, a team is only as strong as its weakest link.
Sure.
But then Miami pulls off this dramatic equalizer. Last minute, Tomas Aviles heads in a corner from Gressel.
Set pieces, man.
Yeah.
Both of Miami's goals came from them.
Interesting.
That tells me Mascherano isn't just relying on individual brilliance.
Right.
He's drilling those set plays. He's finding ways to create scoring opportunities, even when they're going against really tough opponents.
Okay.
You know?
So then it's penalty shootout time.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, my heart was racing just reading about it. Rios Novo, the Miami goalkeeper, a total wall, saved 2 penalties.
Yeah. More than just reflexes, though. The report mentions how he seemed to anticipate the shooter's moves. That, to me, screams pregame prep, maybe even Mascherano's influence.
Oh.
Having Rios Novo study his opponent's tendencies.
Talk about attention to detail.
Seriously.
And then to top it all off, young Santi Morales scores the winning penalty.
Cool.
Homegrown talent, coming in clutch. It's like something out of a movie.
I know that moment for me is like the perfect summary of what Miami is trying to build, you know?
Yeah.
That blend of veteran experience and youthful energy.
It's a good mix.
Yeah.
Speaking of veterans, this was Muppy's first game under Mascherano. They go way back, right?
Oh, yeah. Teammates on Argentina for years.
That's got to be interesting.
Yeah, that's a dynamic I'm super curious about. They had this on-field understanding as players, you know? Now, can Mascherano translate that into a coaching relationship where he pushes Messi even further while also, you know, managing the team as a whole?
It's like a whole other level. So we've got Messi adjusting to a new system, a manager who knows him inside and out, and these glimpses of both defensive frailties and set-piece strengths. It's like all the storylines of a season are crammed into this one preseason game.
Exactly. And that's why we're diving deep. A casual fan might just see the scoreline. But for us, this is where the real analysis begins.
We're not just watching the game. We're trying to decode the blueprint for Miami's entire season.
That's it.
And to think this is just the first chapter, I'm already hooked. So what else did we pull out from this report that's worth digging into? Let's keep this deep dive rolling.
Okay, let's do it. You know what's really interesting is how this single match gives us this sneak peek into like the bigger picture of Inter Miami's season. You see the reunion of Messi, Suarez, and Alba, and instantly you're hit with that nostalgia, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like watching a classic Barcelona highlight reel. But I got to admit, part of me wonders if it's all just for show, you know?
Right.
Can they recapture that old magic, or is it more about selling jerseys and pleasing the fans?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Nostalgia only gets you so far. But let's not forget, these guys are still top-tier players, even if they're not in their prime. The chemistry they have is undeniable, and they elevate each other's game. Remember that insane pass Suarez threaded through to Messi for the goal?
Oh, yeah.
Textbook understanding.
Okay, you got a point. Plus, they added Sergio Busquets to the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Another Barcelona legend in the midfield.
Yeah.
That's got to count for something, right?
Absolutely. Busquets brings a level of tactical intelligence and composure that Miami desperately needed. He's the anchor, the maestro who dictates the tempo and keeps things organized. With those 4 as the core, Miami has the potential to be a real force.
But let's not forget about the young guns like Santi Morales.
Right.
That winning penalty was ice cold.
He was.
He didn't let the pressure get to him at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That moment right there embodies the exciting blend of youth and experience that Miami is working with. You've got the legends paving the way and the young talent hungry to prove themselves. That dynamic, if harnessed correctly by Mascherano, could be explosive.
So true. Speaking of Mascherano, his arrival has really shaken things up. This is a guy who is known for his tactical brilliance as a player. Do you think that translates to coaching?
It's early days, but from what we saw in this match, there are already hints of his influence.
Like what?
The emphasis on set pieces, Rios Nova's seemingly precognitive penalty saves it all points towards a meticulous and detail-oriented approach.
So we're not just dealing with star power here,
Nope.
but also a potentially genius tactical mind behind it all.
Could be.
That adds a whole new layer of intrigue to this season, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not just about whether Messi can still score goals. It's about how Mascherano integrates his talent into a system, how he balances those big personalities, how he utilizes the young players. There's a whole chess game happening behind the scenes.
And let's not forget about the CONCACAF Champions Cup coming up.
Oh, right.
That's a massive test for Miami on the international stage.
That's right. We're not just talking about MLS dominance here. This is a chance for Miami to prove themselves against the best clubs in North America. And for Messi, it's another shot at a continental title, something he hasn't won outside of South America.
Okay, so here's what's blowing my mind right now. We're talking about a team that was, let's be honest, pretty mediocre last season. Now they've got Messi, they've got this Barcelona reunion tour happening, they've got a tactical mastermind at the helm, and they're gunning for continental glory. Is this even real life?
Sometimes the most unexpected teams can become the most captivating stories.
Yeah.
Think about Leicester City winning the Premier League a few years back.
Right.
Nobody saw that coming.
Right.
Miami might be a long shot.
Yeah.
The potential for a Cinderella story is definitely there.
I love it. And I guess that's what keeps us coming back, right? The possibility that anything can happen. So we've covered the tactics, the players, the manager, and the big tournaments on the horizon. What else jumped out at you from this match report that we need to break down?
It's kind of crazy when you think about it. This isn't just a story about soccer.
Right.
It's a story about second chances, about proving all the doubters wrong. Think about Messi.
Yeah.
After that brutal World Cup final loss last year, a lot of people were writing him off,
Yeah, I remember.
saying he's past his prime, that he should just hang it up and retire.
Yeah.
But here he is, scoring goals, hanging out with his old crew, and embracing a whole new challenge.
It's really something. That's what's so compelling about him. He could have easily stayed in a comfortable situation, just, coasting on his reputation.
Right.
But instead, he chooses to push himself, to test his limits in a totally new environment.
It's pretty inspiring. It's a good reminder that even the greatest of all time, they're still trying to grow and evolve.
For sure. For sure. What about Mascherano? This is his first big managerial role.
It is, yeah.
He's got a lot to prove, not just to the fans, but to himself,
Right.
Can he step out of Messi's shadow and make his own name as a coach?
The pressure is definitely on. But remember, this is a guy who's always been underestimated.
Yeah.
He was never the flashiest player, but his tactical awareness and leadership were so important to Argentina's success.
Yeah.
And now he has a chance to really showcase those skills on a whole different stage.
I like it. And we can't forget about the fans.
The fans.
Miami hasn't exactly been, a soccer hotbed in the past. But now with Messi and all these incredible players, there's this buzz around the city. It's like you can feel it. People are excited. They're wearing the jerseys. They're packing the stadium. It feels like a cultural shift is happening.
Absolutely. Miami's always been a melting pot of cultures, and soccer is the world's game. It's like the perfect match. This team really has the potential to not only win trophies, but to unite a whole community, inspire a new generation of fans, and put Miami on the map as a true soccer destination.
I'm here for it. Okay, so what does it all mean? We've got a team full of storylines, a mix of veterans and rising stars, a tactical mastermind at the helm, a hunger for domestic and continental glory, and a city that's embracing the beautiful game like never before.
It means that this season is going to be wild.
Oh, yeah.
There will be highs and lows, moments of brilliance, moments of frustration. But one thing's for sure, we'll be watching every single step of the way.
And that's the beauty of it all, right? Even if Miami doesn't win every trophy, even if Messi doesn't score a goal in every game, the journey itself is what matters.
Absolutely.
It's that passion, the drama, the unexpected twists and turns that keep us coming back for more.
Exactly. This preseason game was just a little taste of what could be. Now we get to see how it all unfolds, how the characters develop, how the story takes shape.
It's like a real-life sports movie playing out right in front of us.
It is. It is.
So let's raise a glass to Inter Miami, to Lionel Messi, to Javier Mascherano, and to the beautiful game that brings us all together. Who knows what this season holds, but I have a feeling it's going to be one for the ages.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a season full of excitement, drama, and maybe even a bit of magic.
I love it. And that wraps up our deep dive into Inter Miami's preseason opener. We dissected the tactics, we analyzed the players, we explored all the crazy stories surrounding the team. But this is just the beginning. The real journey is about to start. So stay tuned, keep those eyes on the prize, and we'll catch you next time on the deep dive with another fascinating topic to unravel.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get